What's good, everyone? It's your boy Santo G, back at it. You already know, spreading unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, if you're new here, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell. That way you're notified when I drop future content. Before we get into this video, which is another boop, bow, 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 another war story, I wanted to just thank everybody who took the time to write a comment and reach out to me and wish me and my family a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. Humbly, man, from the heart, I appreciate each and every one of you, man. It doesn't go overlooked. I know sometimes I'll be busy and I can't respond to everyone. So even if I gave you a heart, man, I appreciate you, because that right there, it shows me, man, that you guys really got me, man. Because like I told you guys in the last video, man, people that I know for years didn't even take the time to send a message, anything, you know. So I appreciate you guys, man. So today I just wanted to tell you guys another war story, and this one is actually between the brothers. This was the Bay car in Sat F when I was in F Yard. For some reason, I don't know, maybe my subscribers, you guys can tell me a little bit more about this. But what I seen on the level 2 yards right there, the Bay car, which is Sac and Oakland and stuff like that, there'll be bumpy heads a lot. And this one was actually Sac versus Oakland. It was brothers versus brothers going at it in the middle of the yard, man. And it all started over just dope, who's selling what, you know what I mean? From my understanding of it, that's what it was over. If you guys could give a deeper fundamentals of what it was about, or why there's a friction, because anywhere I've been at, there's always been a little friction between the Oakland car and the Sacramento car. So you guys could tell me. So with this one, I'm pretty much inside the cell. This was in F Yard, and the reason I say cell is because right there, it was a dorm living kind of, but it wasn't, because it was a cubicle. And by that, I mean, it's 4 walls with a door. The door stays open during the day, but at the end of the night, they close the door. And it's 6 person per cell. That's why it's like a cubicle. It's not a cell and it's not a dorm, it's a cubicle. It's a cell with 6 people, you know what I'm saying? So this was already after everything that had happened with, the homie Thumper and Shorty. So I'm inside, I'm on the phone talking, you know what I mean? And actually, the homie Kuda is actually the one that told me what was going on. And by homie, he was a brother, but I call him my homie, man, because that was the boy. We were in the same cell. He was pretty much my celly, man. And you know what I mean? Bullshit you not. If anybody would have jumped on homeboy in the cell, I think I would have probably helped him out, or at least get him off of him or something, you know what I mean? Because that brother, like, we was cool as hell. We was tight, you know what I mean? Not saying I'll go against any homie, don't get me wrong. But what I mean in the cell, like if he was to get into it with one of my other cellies, another brother, or a white boy or something, you know what I mean? I would have probably had to just get him off of him and separate him. You know what I'm saying? One of those, hey, if something cracks, you go that way and I'm gonna go this way type shit. I know you've heard more than one homie mention stuff like that. Brothers or other races that they were cool with, that they told them, hey, if something ever cracks, my boy, you run this way and I'm gonna run that way. I don't wanna fight you, homie. You know what I mean? I don't wanna hurt you and I know you don't wanna hurt me type shit. Shout out to homie Kuda. I believe he was from Oakland. I believe Kuda was from Oakland. Anybody knows Kuda, man? Straight certified stepper out there in Oakland. So he pretty much told me like, hey, there's a little friction. And there was another bigger brother, you know what I mean? He was big, like big. And he used to walk with a cane. So he was from Sac and he was from Oakland. You know what I mean? So wherever the Acorn projects are at, you know what I mean? That's where old boy was from. the big dude. He was from the Acorn Projects, wherever, I don't know if they're in Oakland or Sac, and old boy was from the other side. I believe, I wouldn't doubt it if he was from Oakland too, if they were both from Oakland. Because he didn't have friction with him. Old boy, the big dude, he ended up going out to yard with the whole crowd. I'm looking out, you know, he's telling me. As a matter of fact, Kuda wasn't from Oakland or Sac, he was from somewhere else. Cause he was like, he didn't go out there, he didn't get down. But I remember he was talking shit to my celly, that big dude with a cane. Because he went out there to yard knowing what was going to go on. I knew what was going to go on. Kuda knew what was going to go on. But tell me why he comes back. At the end, when the yard goes down and everything, I'm going to get into that in a little bit. But tell me why, after all that happens, homeboy knows he goes out there. And he's a big motherfucker. Tall, big. He comes back. My boy Kuda was on him. Like, my boy, you a fucking straight softy. You the biggest softy I ever fucking met. Because me and Kuda were right there watching from the set. We were watching everything go down, you know? And I remember Kuda was like, look at that fool, look at that fool. He walked away. They went like, just picture a whole line of either the Oakland or Sac, and then a whole line of the Sac. And they're just meeting up. And the big dude, once they're like walking towards each other, he walks the other way. Like, we straight seen him. We're right there watching him. Like, we know it's about to go down. And that fool straight walking, like, with the crowd. As soon as he sees they're getting close, that fool started turning around and walking away. Like, oh, straight big softy. But long story short, it's a whole row, a whole nother row, and I'm inside the cell. You know what I mean? I'm just watching. Kuda's next to me, and we're right there just watching. Like, you just see them run up to each other. Boom! Just start getting down. I remember there was a, what's this fool's name? I forget, was it Chris? Something with a C. But this fool, I just straight just see him straight, boom, sleeping people. Like, this fool, you just see him, bing, bing, sleep, run up to somebody else, bing, bing, sleep, bing, bing. Like, that fool was laying people out. And I want to say he was from Oakland. He had like dreads. I don't remember his name though, but I just see everything. Like, they're just coming right, just boop, 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 getting down. Fool's getting stomped out over here. And then I see that fool, he just stood out because he was just, everyone he'll run up to, boop, boop, just two-piece, boom. He'll run up to somebody else, two-piece, boop, boop, boom. Like, that shit was crazy. Like, if I could have, I don't know why I didn't think of recording it, you know what I mean? And I had a phone too, but you don't think of that shit, you know what I'm saying? But if we could ever get those recordings, like from the prisons, you know how they released the Bay ones and stuff like that? If they released that one, it was in SAT-F. Look it up, it was in SAT-F, I want to say either 2013, it couldn't have been. It was in between 2014 and 2016. It was in between that time frame, those 2 years. So I want to say like 2015 maybe. But that one was a crazy one to the point where you just see people just boo, boo, boo. And the only other one that I can say was like crazy like that was the riot, as far as in Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? That one was crazy. It was to the point where, same thing. You just see people just getting down everywhere. Some people getting packed out. Some people getting packed out over here. Some people laid out, unresponsive. And to the point where just boom, 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 people getting down, people getting knocked out. They'll start throwing pepper balls and all kinds of stuff, like the COs. So once they'll do that, people will like cover themselves. The nurses and stuff, the nurse door, like to the yard, and this is just what I remember so vividly. The nurse door, the door to like go inside the infirmary, it'll just pop open, and a gang of nurses will run out, put people on stretchers, run back in. As soon as the door will close, everyone will jump back up. Boo, 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 boo. Whole chaos again. More bombs and everything go down, the door would open, and they'll just be pulling people. Not even gonna lie, man, it looked like something out of a movie. Like, they'll just be pulling people, like just pulling them back type shit, dragging them, just trying to get them in there to get help. To the point where they couldn't throw them on the gurney, they were dragging them. If I'm lying, I'm dying, man. They were dragging them. And that one, you could look it up, man. As far as you could look it up in the news. They have news clippings of them breaking the window of the gym, throwing bombs, of the whole yard, how everything looked afterwards. And Oklahoma declared a state of emergency. It's your boy Santo G. Just wanted to have something so you guys could watch today at 3 o'clock. I'm about to think of some other crazy stories, and I'm gonna have more content coming for you guys. If you guys want anything specific, let me know in the comments. Like I said, I do every video either the day before or the day of, man. Unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, I'm about to end it off with some of that Cali herb. Got a little fat daddy right here, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out Cali herbs. Shout out Killer Kush. More importantly, man, shout out you.